Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, today's episode, we're back with the Big Brother Citi card from Strata line, the Strata Elite. This got you seeing up to 80,000, maybe even 100,000 points, depending on how much legwork you want to put into it for a new card offer. So, in typical fashion, we'll talk this offer, terms and conditions, requirements, eligibility, of course, the card itself, everything you need to know to make Citi's money become your money. So, of course, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, as always, you'll have an offer link down below. It is a direct offer link. I do not have an affiliate or anything like that. If you see one of your favorite blogs or YouTubers with one, go ahead and use theirs. We might as well keep other people in the community paid while we can. Usually there's some floating around out there. But again, we did cover the base Strata card in a separate video, so definitely go take a look at that. Of course, this being the Big Brother card, this is where the top dollars are at. So let's get to work here, taking a look at the promotional material. And they really want you to go out and eat with this card because the Strata line had a guy making food. It looked a little more basic than this. This looks fancy. Does anyone really eat food like this? I'm not a big food person. I eat the same things every day. I mean, every single day. So I'm not a big foodie, but there you go. There's not a happy person in sight. I'm not happy if I have to cook anything. I just don't cook. But anyways, let's just keep going here, shall we? So, lucky enough with a credit card, we don't have to move on very far because you can earn 80,000 bonus points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of ownership, just like that. So not too bad, again, for a credit card offer, pretty simple to the point. Now, there's one thing to note here. I have seen it reported, Doctor and a few other places had it, that there's a 100,000 point offer that's reserved for branches. But it's not that you have to apply in branch, which is good because there's Citi branches are like nowhere to be found. They're in a few states, but not many anymore. So what I've seen people be able to do with success is contact the branch. I just pull up a list of the branches, start dialing, and be like, hey, there's a 100,000 point offer. Can you send it to me? And it seems like they are willing to send it to you. It'd probably be a little bit easier even if you were an existing customer, in which case we have, Citi checking account offers on profitablecontent.com. But I do think for an additional, the spend I believe is the same. So you're talking about an additional 20,000 points or $200. I do think it's worth your time to pick up the phone and call. They probably have branch emails you could try as well, but you never know if those are responded to or not. So I would start calling branches, see if you could talk to a banker about getting that offer sent to you. It'd be worth it. Or at least that's what I've seen. So I did want to make note of that. There's no. Let me know if there's better promotional material in the email that they send you. Probably not, but just let me know. So that's what you need to know about the offer. Just call them. But anyhow, eligibility, fees, and closure next. And as you would have guessed, this is nationwide. Bonus thank you points are not available if you have received a new account bonus for a Citi Strata Elite account in the past 48 months, or if you've converted another Citi credit card account on which you earned a new account bonus in the last 48 months into a Citi Strata Elite. That should be nobody because the card is brand new. So just don't do anything silly than product change to it and then apply for it. If you want it to, for whatever reason, just make sure to apply first. There's no reason to have two of these things. And then the annual fee is $595, not avoidable. It'll be charged in your first statement cycle. Then, of course, you do want to keep the card open for 1 year. But as we've talked about, with the other Citi card, the move here is if you don't want it to just product change it to another custom cash, if you're cash back or something like that, you can never have too many custom cashes in my book. So as far as the points, again, thank you points, they work like ultimate reward points. Again, you can cash them out at one set of point. It is also worth noting you can combine the points. It used to be easier. Now you have to phone up, I believe, and get your cards linked, is where I could have sworn you didn't have to do that a year or two ago. And then the other thing to note here is that Citi is now officially a transfer partner of American Airlines. And the Big Boy Elite and the Premier, they can transfer at a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you wanted to load up on thank you points to get the AA points or miles, you definitely could do that as well. I don't know though they're valued at. It's kind of just up to you. I'm more of a cashback person myself, but either way, they're looking pretty good. Now the card itself, let's take a look at that to see what the heck you're getting for this $600 fee. So multipliers on the top. Here we go. As we said, the annual fee is $595. So 12 points per dollar spent on hotels, car rentals, and attractions booked on Citi Travel. 6 back on air travel booked at Citi Travel. 6 back on Citi night purchases Friday and Saturday from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's basically like going to restaurants during that time window on Friday and Saturday. It jumps to 6x back. Why they didn't include Sunday, I don't know. 3 points back on restaurants any other time, and then 1.5 back on all purchases. Now, as they say, $1,500 in value. You're looking at a $300 annual hotel benefit each calendar year. Enjoy $300 off a hotel stay of 2 nights or more when booked through Citi Travel. You've got a $200 annual splurge credit, which is probably the most interesting one. Every calendar year, earn up to $200 in statement credits on your choice of up to 2 of the following brands. First Dibs, AA with exclusions, Best Buy, Future Personal Training, and Live Nation. Up to 200 annual backlane credit. It's like a chauffeur service. This one is split half, 100 first half of the year, 100 second half of the year. Priority Pass, which they're valuing at $469. That's where a lot of their value is coming from. And you do get American Airlines Admirals Club Lounge passes. You get 4 of them, but they're valuing at $300 in value. So thoughts there. I mean, they're getting pretty aggressive with the value. I mean, they're probably just taking what it would cost you normally, and that's the value. But I mean, that is really aggressive. The thing here, before you just dump on this card, because it's not very good, clearly. But the first year is actually pretty good because that's a hefty annual fee of $600 to have to offset. So even if you got the branch 100K offer, you're looking at $400. You'll make a few points spending, but not that much. But because these credits are calendar year, if you get it now, use the credits before the end of the year, then the credits would reset in January. So your first year you can double dip, as they say, and you'd be fine. I do think that hotel credit will be usable. Most people here probably don't want to book through the travel portal because you lose your status, but it's doable. The splurge credit, I was at Best Buy the other day. It doesn't look like it's broken up into like pieces. My keyboard just stopped working. I was like, I need a new keyboard now. So I just went to Best Buy and got one as opposed to getting it off Amazon. So, you could do it. I think American or Best Buy, you have to see what the exclusions are, but American or Best Buy probably. Live Nation could be good for others as well. So I think that's fine. So the first year, you're looking at $600 hotel, $400 splurge. Backlane's probably not going to be useful to anyone. Priority Pass, you can get that anywhere, so I'm not going to count it. Admirals Club Lounge passes, could be helpful, but, I don't know. If you really care about America, you'd probably just get the executive card. So anyways, all that to say, we don't need to belabor the point here, but all that to say, I do think with the calendar year thing in year number 1, this is fine. Why would anyone keep this in year number 2 is beyond me. I just don't see any untangible value that you can get that you can't get elsewhere for cheaper. But that's not really why this channel exists. We're just here for the money. So because of that, year number 1, I do think this is definitely the one to go after. And these credits aren't awful. I just don't see the payoff. Like, I'm going to go through these hoops, but what am I going to get? Like that, what am I going to get extra, I guess you could say. So year number 2 just turned into a custom cash, I guess. So summary slide here. Bring us home, shall we? Target is Citibank. You're looking at the Strata Elite credit card. Of course, it is nationwide. Payout is anywhere from $800 to $1,000, depending on who you want to track down to get that offer. Again, requirements: spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of opening. After approved, fees $595. Annual fee is not avoidable. Again, keep the card open for 1 year. There you go. Just like that, you're well on your way. But of course, if this one is not for you, then check out profitablecontent.com, which is of course the channel's blog. It's always linked down below for it, as well as on the channel homepage, profitablecontent.com. We now have the latest news stories just like this when they come out. Of course, we have many more bank promotions. Like, I know we have some from Citi that are pretty good, so you could hit them up twice if you wanted to. And of course, we have credit card offers as well if this isn't your jam or you want even more. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. So, of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel. We're posting content just like this every single week on how to make the bank's money become your money, and of course, every single day over on profitablecontent.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.